Hey there everyone, Tesh here, back again with another video, and this is Saturday Live. In case you don't know, I try to go live on every single Saturday to answer your question because sometimes I'm not able to see and reply to all of your chats on Instagram and on Facebook and on email. So I try to go live, and this is one of that live, and we're gonna see if YouTube sends notification or not. Looks like YouTube failed to send notification to people. Okay, it's gonna take a little bit while so that people can show up. So we're gonna wait for a little bit while. So let's post on Instagram as well that yes, I'm live here. Ah, looks like YouTube didn't send any notification this time. So let me post it on Instagram as well. Hey Paki Pawan. Hey Hussein Mehboob. Okay, let's post it on Instagram as well. And yep. So it looks like it's YouTube is now sending some notification. Let me post it on Instagram as well. And then we're gonna check up your questions. Okay, Instagram part done. If you haven't yet followed me up on Instagram, go ahead and do that. And yes, I'm pretty good. Hey Harsh Agarwal, how are you? Let's start. Yes, we are gonna start in a few minutes. Until then, you can hit that like and uh, and I hope the audio is much better from the last time, because in the last Saturday live I actually forgot to turn on the mic as well. You were hearing directly the default microphone from my laptop. That's not good. So Rhythm Kadia, shout out to you. An- Aniket uh, Kankaria, shout out to you as well. So yep, audio is good. Yeah, we are all good on audio as well as on the video setup as well. And this is going to be our regular informal chit chat where you can ask any question. I'm going to just sit around, we'll answer your questions, and definitely I'm going to sip my iced tea, just like always. Mukesh says, hi, this is Mukesh. Hey, Mukesh. Hey, they sir, love the new studio. Thank you so much, Rajesh. I really appreciate that you have loved. Okay, Rohan Chaudhary, there's a super chat. Sir, what's your morning routine? Okay, my morning routine. I get up a little bit late. I'm not an early riser now. I used to, but now not. And just after rising up, getting up from the bed, I like to read a little bit. It's a little bit strange habit. Usually, people do exercise and stuff. I like to read a little bit. It improves my knowledge about variety of facts and stuff. So I read like 1 or 2 pages. Recently, I'm reading on this time I'm trying to read on the Kindle devices and mobile apps. I usually read on my books actually, because it's actually better. So that's what we do. And after that, just take a shower and get back to the book. There's another super chat. I'll get back to you in a second, Bhavesh Kumar. So after that, I just go up and do my regular day work. And in the evening, I hit the gym almost like 3 to 4 times a day, sometimes less, but yeah, three, not a day, 3 to 4 times in a week. And that's usually the case. Okay, Bhavesh Kumar is a super chat. Thank you so much. And says, sir, I'm BCA distance education student and love coding. Can I be successful in the field? I'm not even a regular college student. And your thought on system admin. So, Bhavesh, one advice I can give you, I can directly put it up. Since you are not into a college, you don't have like a regular degree, you are pursuing it from distance, it's going to be tough. Let's just be honest. Let's not make those YouTube videos where say people now Google don't require any degrees. You do still need a degree for a lot of things. So my advice is learn a lot of programming stuff, even a little bit on the design part as well, so that you can present that although I am having a distance degree, but still I have achieved so much of the certification, so much of the projects on GitHub. I can contribute so much in the company. That's what you have to prove. And you have to prove it a lot more than other people. So start working hard. Every day is counting. Start doing it. I improve myself with your guidance. Thank you so much, Sheetal Joshi. And I love to chat with you guys as well. Okay, so there's a super chat from Mithun Babira. Mithun, that's a nice photo, Mithun. I like your display pic, this display photo, DP. I like that. And yes, one more thing. If you guys hit the like, I can show you one amazing thing that we are about to launch on Monday. So hit that like button, and I'm gonna share that update. It's gonna be pretty amazing and awesome update. So hit that like button. We can see that 70. Let's cross it 200. We need 200 likes up there. Once we cross the 200 likes, I am gonna share an interesting update. So how you can share in the community, that's gonna come up. Okay, it's rising up. Not enough. Okay, smashed like. Thank you so much, Gaurav. So until unless we hit the 200 likes, I'm not gonna share that update. I'm gonna take the question. So hit that. Voice is better than last time. Harsh. Hey, Harsh. Actually, I forgot to plug in. Okay, there's another super chat from Bhavesh. How to become a React and Node.js dev? I know nothing about it. Please tell full path for both and what level math is needed for both. No, you don't need much of the mathematics in React. If you know how to add numbers, maybe subtract them, and a little bit multiplication, that's all. You don't need high end of mathematics like matrix multiplication or Bayesian theorem or linear regressions and all these things. You don't need that. Only need is basic mathematics. And after that, I would highly recommend you to start with my free JavaScript series. It's available on YouTube and Learn Code Online app as well. Once and only once you have finished that JavaScript, then only move into React and Node. And it's just a coin toss decision after that. Once you understand the JavaScript and basics, uh, if you're choosing up the path on my Learn Code Online website, I would recommend to go first for Node.js. It's a very detailed course. You are going to enjoy that a lot. So first, finish the free JavaScript series. That is compulsory. No excuse. Even if you like, just post me daily updates on Instagram. I would love to have that. Okay, so we are almost there on the 200 likes. So once we get the 200 likes, I will release you the update about competitive programming. Yes, we are working on something on that as well. So if you want me to give you the update about the competitive programming, make sure you hit the 200. We crossed the 200 mark on this like here. 190 is there. Yes, we're gonna show you. I'm gonna show you some of the updates on the competitive programming that we have been working. We have been working really hard in this entire week, entire team. Okay, so we just crossed 201. Okay, so let me share you the update. So, in case you don't know, previously we have released the competitive programming for Python and Java. Amazingly beautifully designed challenge that takes you from beginner to level one. They were specially crafted so that you don't get scared away from the competitive programming, rather you understand them. And we launched that using Python and Java. We have actually prepared the entire challenge for C++ as well, and hopefully by Monday, we are going to roll out similar challenge on C++, of course, absolutely free. We don't usually do that kind of free stuff, but since we can afford a little bit to give back to the community, that's why we are doing it. Usually we keep our courses and everything paid, not highly, just 500, 600 rupees so that we can pay our server bills. So that's one update. And another update into that is we were working on something for community support so that you can also contribute in that competitive programming. Actually, we got more than 200 applicants who want to work with us, and we were not prepared for that. I thought like 5 or 6 people will come out, we'll filter out from that, but over 200, and after that we stopped counting. It's too much of the response. So we are trying to design a system through which you can contribute into our competitive programming series, and we can give you full credit back. Even not just the credit, we can show you, highlight you on the LinkedIn as well, so that a potential companies can actually direct reach you out, and without even being us as a middleman or something, companies directly see your approach and everything, that yes, this guy is capable of this much, and they can reach you out directly. So we want to encourage you to go on to the LinkedIn part as well. And the good news is we are already done working with that. We are even talking to some of the companies so that they can directly look at your profile and stuff. It's gonna come up hopefully on Monday. I'm not pretty sure, but yeah, hopefully we'll be able to launch it up on Monday as well. So that's the update. Okay. Won't you reply to question without donation? I try my best to answer all of the questions, whatever get picked up. Yeah, I know you sometimes copy and paste it too much in time. The chat actually goes really high, so I just pick out something. Okay. So another question is from Himanshu Bhatt. He says, "Hey, please roll out open source project." We are trying to do and build something on open source as well, but it's not like we have to just roll it anything. We don't do that. We are going to work on something. We are going to first build it up ourselves, and then we're going to make it open source so it can be useful and stuff. So we're going to do that. We're going to do that. Mohit says, which laptop is that? This is my new HP laptop. I've been testing it out for the entire Linux series. Super happy with that. Very affordable, very budget friendly laptop. It's a Windows one. It's been long that I have been on Windows. And yes, I'm doing this live from Windows. So I'll review that probably on Tuesday or Wednesday. I'll review this laptop because I found this is an ultimate good laptop for programming and whatever you want to do. Can you show the tattoo on your hand, please? Nope. No, I cannot show that. Otherwise, comments will come up that, hey, this is Illuminati and stuff. So, yeah. LCO offline downloading method not working properly. It's working, Shubonil. It's working in all of the paid courses. In free courses, we cannot afford them to host our videos on our Amazon servers. So, in the free courses, they are hosted on YouTube, and on the paid courses, they are working absolutely fine. In case still you are facing problem in any of the paid course, let me know. I'll fix that on priority. I'll fix that on priority. Illuminati. Yes, that's the most kind of a comment. Is Udemy good? Udemy is on the race to bottom, not on the race to quality. We are going for the race of quality, not race to bottom of just. Let's just forget that. Let's not talk about them. How many lines of code in LCO web? Hmm, interesting question. Never counted that actually. We have stopped counting that. Actually, we never counted that how many codes, how many lines of code we are writing in that. Pretty good. So much of the detail. The project is now scaled up to this much of the level that uh, it's really hard to have the kind of a things. Nailed it on computer exam as well. Ah, awesome, Yash. Once you are done with that, all of your exams, let me know. Ping me on WhatsApp or whatever, and I'll enroll you in what we are cooking up next. Collaboration news. Yes, I just shared that, Ankul Srivastav. I shared the collaboration news that we are going to come up with the collaboration and stuff on Monday so that you can contribute on the competitive programming. And apart from that, we are almost done with our C++ challenges as well. Hopefully, we'll roll out them on Monday. Hopefully, fingers are crossed. Monday. It's going to be. Mint or Ubuntu, your favorite? Hey, Yash. My favorite is neither. I don't really like much of the Ubuntu and Mint as well. I'm moreover into the Red Hat kind of a stuff. So my preferred is CentOS, Red Hat, Fedora. These are the stuff I feel much comfortable. Not favorite, but I'm more comfortable because I got formally trained in that. So yeah, that's kind of a stuff. Okay. Was that beer? No, that's my iced tea. I love iced tea, and I've been drinking iced tea in all over the countries. Recently, just finished up my travel trip of 11 countries and tried 11 type of iced tea in every single country. Do you know, just a fun fact, there is marijuana iced tea available in Slovakia, I guess. I don't remember exactly, but in Slovakia, uh, you can get the marijuana iced tea as well. Praveen Naidu says, why don't you start a course on IoT? We don't want to go into the hardware as of now because so many things are lined up. We want to make a courses on so many stuff. Angular is still there. We want to make course on Docker as well. We want to make a course on AWS as well. There are so many technology that we use. We know them really well, and we want to make a course on them. So IoT is not something that we are very trained or we know very well. So yeah, marijuana equals to demonetized video. Yeah, probably YouTube will demonetize this video as well because I said that word. But yeah, it may. Will I get job? I only know core Java. You want honest answer for that? I don't think so because everybody knows core Java. What's the big deal you are having? You are having probably 90%, but what's the big deal if you are having? Okay, there's a super chat from Pratap Bhanu Dahal. Currently I'm working as a Spring Boot developer 2 years. That's a good experience, my friend. That's a good experience. And that too in Spring Boot. It's a good one. What next? Should I go for ML or cloud computing? I'm little better than average in mathematics. So if you're good in mathematics, definitely ML can be your next choice. But personally, I would say so many people are going in machine learning nowadays. It's a little bit crowded still. There's a lot of room for all of people, but still, you are already having experience 2 years. That means you are having friends in industries and stuff. So why don't you try AWS, the cloud computing? Yeah, there are a lot of stuff in that, but why don't you try AWS? I think you can do really great in that. And Once you have understanding of architecture level of AWS, tons of opportunities are there. In machine learning, the entry point of getting into a company is a little bit tough, and you cannot go into small companies or even startups until unless it's not Cambridge Analytica. But apart from that, jokes aside, I would say that there are not many companies who are working on machine learning on a small scale. Most of them are big giants or big funders. So the barrier is a little bit tough, but it's worth it. 100% worth it. Once you're able to crack on those big companies, it's amazing. It's awesome. Recently, like 11 or 12 of our students from bootcamp actually cracked into big companies, and super happy with that. Somebody says, "What's the turnover and profit at LCO?" Sorry, I don't like to share that. Too much personal, man. Too much personal. Ashik S. Nair says, "How did you learn web designing? Any course suggestion?" Uh, I am actually still learning it. I am taking personal classes from one of the great designers who works at Google, and he gave me personal classes. Kind of a fun that you have as a YouTuber. Yeah, sometimes I take advantage of that. So this guy is at Google, and he gives me classes 2 times a week for 1 hour or something, and teaches me about the design and stuff. And under him, I'm learning Adobe XD as well as Illustrator. That's why you are able to see so many things that I'm posting on Instagram. I'm updating my website, updating my app as well. Yeah, one more version will come up on the app. So yeah, I'm learning from the personal classes. Probably once I'm done with that, I'll probably roll out a few videos on YouTube. So yeah, and these are expensive classes. Definitely, he is at Google. He charges a lot more than that. What I'm asking on YouTube. Okay, Rhythm, Rhythm Cadia. First and foremost, Rhythm, you have a nice name. Very nice name. Okay, I'm 19. Why do you mention your age? Don't mention your age. It's not good thing that you mention I'm 19 or I'm 41. Your age has nothing to do. It's not going to impress me. Apart from that, Rhythm, let's move forward. I'm BCA second year. I learned web development with PHP and made a few projects. Now I want to focus on DS and Algo for companies like Google. Your thoughts? I think it's a good thought. Once you're comfortable with projects, no matter what the language is, you have understood it. You have made a few projects. That means you know how to do trickeries with the data. So I think that's a good move. You should definitely try out that. I will make a couple of videos on data structure as well very soon, but I cannot state the date and what's cooking up next. But surely, I think it's a good move. You should go for that. Data structure is awesome. Okay, somebody says you never answer my question. Where is that? It's gone. It's just gone. Deep Tech says, "Hello, I'm Deep Tech. Hope you remember me." Yes, of course, I remember you. If you'll, um, you just message me almost like every minute, ping, 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 like that. So don't do that, buddy. I've replied you already. I've stated you all the facts. Yash says, "Are you seeing me?" Yes, Yash, I'm always seeing you. Your every single reply goes through me. There's a super chat from two people. Let's answer them. SKSKOK AOKS. Okay. In India, is it worth doing MTech CSE? I want to become AI and ML engineer. How should I prepare? Is it worth doing online PG program by IIT Bangalore and in AI ML? If you're trying to do post graduation, my recommendation is do full time, not the online ones, and it's 100% worth it. Nowadays, we are seeing that people are even dropping out in their single graduation, and when you do a post graduation and holds an expertise in variety of fields like programming, machine learning, you give yourself an extra edge. And a field like machine learning and AI, a lot of people says that it's not required like PhD or something, but when you have that, you nail it down. So I'm not from a dropout fan army. I have said it hundreds of times. I'm going to say it more times as well. I'm not from a dropout fan army. I am a pro educationist. I believe, regardless of what college education is providing you, you get a lot of free time to learn it on your own time. Sites like Learn Code Online, Udemy, and hundreds of others are there. Amazing instructors on YouTube. So take advantage of all of them. So, yeah, that's my advice. Do it and do it. Absolutely go for post graduation. Don't think too much about it. Okay. ELB elbow D2I. Okay, that's one of the tough name I have ever seen. There's a super chat and he says, "Sir, I have learned Python basics, plus some advanced. Okay, that's nice. I'm a little poor in math, so what should I opt for? Python, sir. Uh, it's not like you are a little bit like bad in math, so you should stop learning programming. No, it's not like through the Python, the only branch that opens up is machine learning. No, it's not like that. You can also go for Django, web development field. It's so much good, and not only just web development, you can go into the backend development as well, because Django is one of the really killer one when it comes to the API development. And most of the web application that you see around are just handling the APIs. They are not the, like, in fact, talking about us, learn code online application, Amazon application, there is no innovation in these applications. There are no virtual reality or anything involved. They are just handling the APIs thrown up from the web, and that can be done really amazingly through Django. So go for Django. That's going to be awesome, and you won't be needing much of the mathematics there. Okay, Akila Dilan MD says, "What is better, Flutter or React Native?" That's that's uh, Rhythm says, thank you so much, Rhythm. So yeah, it's a burning question that you can put in anybody's hand and say Flutter or React Native, and he's gonna burn. No matter what he's gonna choose, he's gonna burn. As of now, the companies have already picked up React Native a lot, and that's fact, because when these companies were making up their product and were transforming from the core Android to something like React Native, they didn't have much of the option. It was just React Native. So they picked it up, and they're not going to switch just because a new framework is out. Only the new companies who are still giving a thought are giving a thought about React or Flutter. So do a little bit market research. Flutter is definitely rising up, but still, a lot of companies, I don't know why they are not adopting it that well as they have adopted in React Native. So that's something, yeah. Oh, there's a question about EC Council. I'm going to pick that up by Rajesh. He says, EC Council CE version 10 certification, is it useful? Salaries. Okay, I'm going to tell you a harsh truth about that certification. Knowledge wise, I'm not a big fan of CEH certifications. They can be done by anybody without having information security knowledge. On the other side, the certification by offensive security, they are way more tougher, way more knowledgeable. But the entry level, if you want to go into companies, they still are asking for CEH certifications. That's bad, but it is the situation. But the companies which are actually working on security too much in depth, they definitely get, the moment you show them the offensive security certification, they get impressed. I've told you the situation. Now you'll decide what's going on. Please describe about .NET framework as a career in 2019. Hey Tamim, I have no idea about that. I have no idea about .NET. Uh, that's it. I don't know much about it. New studio looks awesome. Sayan Mondal, thank you so much, buddy. The new studio is just, we are super happy with that we were able to pull it off. Looks pretty good. And we can have a little bit designing in that part as well. We'll try that. So yeah. Okay, can Redis cloud be set up? Okay, that question. Where is that Redis cloud? Where's that Redis cloud question? Okay, it's your favorite programming language. No, my dear friend, I have left that train years and years ago of becoming a fan of just one or two programming language. It's over from me now. And if I'll not leave that, how will I make courses on different programming language and will choose the best which suits for my application? So I've left that part a long ago. Is there any course coming on data structure? Sorry, we don't like to disclose our upcoming courses. It's still a secret that we do at our company. It's going to be out. Then only we are going to talk about it. Till then, only the courses that are available, we guarantee for only for them, not for what's coming up in the future. Who knows future, by the way? Nobody. Nobody. Okay. Okay. No abusive, please. Otherwise, I have to block you. There's no fun. You just want to leave, just leave the chat. No problem in that. But if you're gonna abuse to any country or any particular members here, then I have to block you. Do you think system design is important? Yes, of course. Yes, of course. Don't skip that part. And I have realized most of the people who don't complete their graduation actually don't understand the importance of system design. It's a very important subject, and it's going to be asked to you in every single interview whenever you are designing a big scale project. So yeah, Doctor Strange knows future. Uh, yes, I'll agree on that point. Yeah, miss. That was nice one. That was nice one. Okay, so there's a question. Have you got any plan to update iOS course on LCO? Course, we are gonna see this little bit later. First of all, let us finish our LCO app on iOS. The plan is to launch it in the last week of August, if we will able to finish up all the requirements. But first, we're gonna finish that. A laptop under 50,000. Yes, this one is under 50,000. It's a pretty good, dope laptop. Okay, there's a question. There's a nice one by Sayan Mondal. After doing your Flutter course, I got selected in startup. Nice, awesome. I think I should make a section where people can actually post about in which companies they have got select. No, companies naming the companies would not be a good idea, but yeah, saying that they got selected and they got a job after doing this course, and then paying just like 600, 700 rupees you paid for a course, and you got a lifetime value from that. That is what we are going after. Quality first. We are not in the race to bottom where we shows up the coupons every time and just discount. No, we don't do that. Future of Drupal. I don't know. I haven't touched the PHP or haven't seen the community much of the PHP in the recent time. I should get back there. I should. I should do that. We love LCO, Muhammad Ashik. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And by the way, don't forget to. You guys haven't hit that like button. How could you? Go ahead, hit that like button. Possible to do web development using Amazon, sir? Yes, of course. Yes, of course. What do you use to send mail? Node.js? Is it Node Mailer? No, we don't use, like, whenever we have to send system mails, we don't use Node Mailer because it can be a little bit expensive. We use third-party services for that. Most of the time, we prefer to use third-party services. Still love PHP and its framework. Yes, of course, Samprit. We are working still a lot of things on PHP as well. A lot of things are cooking up. So yeah, but we are onto the core PHP right now, not any framework or anything. But yeah, our Samprit sir actually works on that a lot. Do you go to gym? Yes, of course. I hit the gym at least 2 or 3 times a day. Week, sorry, why do I say day all the time? 2 to 3 times a week I hit the gym, and I think it's good enough for us. Future of web dev. It's always gonna be here. Fancy. Can we game in Linux? No. There's a super chat by Ashif Ali. Should I learn Kotlin for Android development? It depends. As of now, companies are not throwing up straightforward demands for Kotlin. They are still onto the either core Java. Some of the components are written in Kotlin, but these are some component only, not the entire. So they still are looking forward for people who are having understanding of core Java or React Native or Flutter. Once you understand the development cycle and everything, it's easy for company to move a developer from Java into Kotlin. So that's why they're still looking up for Java. It's not easy to move a developer from Kotlin to Java, but yeah. How to s- how to use started YouTube? Um, it I just was watching a lot of videos on YouTube, and one day I thought I can make videos. Why not to share my thoughts and everything on YouTube? So I started, and just after starting that, I shut it down. After that, I didn't work on it like for 3 or 4 months. I'll share that story in a minute. First, there is a super chat by Vishal Khare. He says, "Can Redis cloud be set up using domain name instead of IPs?" Okay, that's a tricky one. Using static IP to set up Redis cluster is against a very idea of cloud. Please shed some light. Uh, Actually, yes, you are saying right. Using the static IP to set up Redis cluster is not in the favor of the best idea of having a cloud. But yes, the one thing that I will say that you don't want to really do Redis based on the IPs. It's not going to be good for future, I guess. I'm not pretty sure about it. But one thing I can say to you that Redis, if you're going for the cloud for the Redis, be prepared for a lot of bills. They throw up a lot of bills. Definitely, they are worth every penny. Their services are amazing. They even hire engineers for you, especially for your machines and your clouds as well. But they charge a hell lot and hell lot of money compared to Amazon Web Services. But still, just like I was trained on Red Hat and stuff, so Redis is one of the thing which I would first think out. But yeah, I don't think so. I'm super qualified enough to make a statement on this one that should we use IP instead of the domain? Um, or setting up the domain name instead of the IPs. I think still configuring the DNS server is a better idea. I would go for that. Configuring a DNS server rather than IP. So yeah. Okay, Samprit, how was your day? All day design stuff? Yeah, actually, entire day got into the design stuff. And tomorrow I'll be working on the C++ questionnaire part, and we have to upload that and stuff. And then back on to recording videos. How about a course on Raspberry Pi? I don't think so. Uh, Straightforwardly, don't expect that from us. We are not going to go for Raspberry Pi. AWS or GCP? Still, if you don't know, looks like you haven't watched much of my live chats. We're a big fan of AWS compared to GCP. GCP is expensive. Google is expensive, and they don't release like everything that they do have. They don't even release their CDNs and much kind of a stuff. On the other hand, Amazon just openly says, here's the infrastructure that we use. Go ahead and use everything. That's why we love AWS. We use it like insanely. And you'll see a lot of people use AWS, Netflix, Hotstar, Amazon Prime. A lot of these are the ones that we actually 100% know. I guess Byju's are also using AWS. I'm not 100% sure, but I think so. I think so. So yeah, almost everybody is using AWS, and there's a strong reason behind that. It's much more cheaper. The point of the AWS is if you're going to hire AWS for a smaller server, it's going to be a little bit expensive. As you scale up the things, it reduces its cost. So if you are taking up like a bandwidth of, let's just say, a 1 TB or 2 TB something, it's going to be expensive. But if you take like 20 TBs of bandwidth, it becomes less expensive. That's why we love it. And I think 100%, if anybody is thinking for AWS, yeah, why not Firebase? Firebase is expensive. Firebase is very expensive. It's good when you have like 50,000 to 100,000 users. It's good for designing quick mockups and having a prototype up and running. We use some components of Firebase as well, not like entirely. We definitely don't use the Firebase database. It's very expensive. It's okay till you have like 50,000 users, and we have way more than that on Learn Code Online. Registered users number is significantly higher than that. So we cannot go on something like Firebase. It will cost us a lot of money. Surely it can handle even 5 million if you have that kind of users, but certainly it's going to cost you a lot of money. So yeah, that's the whole thing. Okay, where should I start Python? Go for Learn Code Online. It's a pretty good resource. Vignesh says you never answer me. Yeah, Vignesh, I just saw your comment. Comments are going too fast to read. Yeah, same problem, but super chat missed. Did I missed it? Sorry about that. Carl VC says any free site which provide real-time problem solution.py. Uh, I guess there are lead code and some websites do provide you these real-time problems and solutions as well, but they are going to charge you a little bit. It's not like you can find anything that you want absolutely for free. If it's going to be worth it, you have to pay a little bit, like $10 or $20. I think it's totally worth it. uh, you can go for CodeChef or LeetCode. They're a pretty good resource, but finding a solution just on Python, I don't think so. It's possible. So yeah, sometimes I even miss the super chat, but I don't miss them much often. And there's no way how I can find out that who is sending all the super chats up here. They actually goes up. Pranav Patel, thank you so much for super chat. Any plans to launch a DevOps course on LCO? We were planning to go for a Docker course, but actually we first had to go for a Linux course, so that's why we are not going for it as of now. Surely in future. Sorry for spamming. It's okay. Okay, so Manish Daga, no personal company questions, please. Okay, so sir, your opinion on the masters in data science? 100%, go for it. 100% go for it. Iced tea, yes, it's there. Still, half of the iced tea is here. How much do you sleep? Very little. My eyes says it all. I'm sleeping very less. Yes, I do agree on that part. It's not good for health, but sometimes you have to grind through to take some things onto a different stage. You have to work hard, and there is no exception in that. So yes, I'm working hard on that. I'm working hard on Learn Code Online. How was my design that I sent you yesterday? If you have sent me yesterday, I have actually replied to you yesterday. So okay, so sir, Google Dev Fest on 4th August in Kolkata. Excited. Hey, that's awesome. Uh, uh, Unfortunately, I have canceled all of my travels for August because I want to stay here and want to work on something really amazing. What is your job? It's tough to say what is my job. Consider that as making YouTube videos. Yeah, I make $1 billion a year by making YouTube videos. I wish that was true. But anyways, okay, so looks like we are having a lot of audience and people are not hitting that like button. So go ahead, hit that like button first. How much you earn? Enough to live a happy life. My always go to answer for how much you earn. As long as you are living a happy life, it's all good. The money is not the end of the day or end goal here. How many lives you are affecting from your work and stuff like that. So elbow D2I says, where would I getting Django course, sir? It's available at learncodeonline.in, personally taught by me, your favorite instructor. And of course, we have a dedicated team support as well. So if you face any question, we have a team who quickly answers your questions. Uh, Still, we do take a little bit time, like 3 4 hours, sometimes a little bit more, but there is a dedicated team to answer your questions as well. And you can download Learn Code Online app as well. How is MuleSoft in the market? I have no idea about that. Haven't personally used that. Anirudh says, hello, sir. How are you? I'm good, Anirudh. How are you? How's it things going on? I saw your review as well, Anirudh. Pretty nice. Thank you so much. Android course Karnataka. No, we are not providing courses on your places if you are not online. And yes, definitely you can join online. But if you want to work out with us in offline, and then you have to visit Jaipur. It's a beautiful city, and nowadays it's really, really beautiful. Any plans for B-side Ahmedabad? Nikhil sir organized. I think I haven't still given a thought about it. Surely Nikhil actually reached me out that are you coming for B-sides Ahmedabad? We are doing a conference here. The point is, I'm not much into the security part now. I prefer the conferences where developers, designers meet out. I'm not into the security field anymore, so I'll just feel lonely there. Nobody's going to say hi to me there. So, yeah, your Jaipur address. Interesting question. Loving Jaipur. Told you, Samprit, it's a beautiful city, and when it starts to rain, it becomes much more beautiful. Okay, so hello, sir. Is there any course for data science beginner? Yes, of course. We do have it on Learn Code Online. You can check that out. Okay, should one focus competitive programming or on development side? I would recommend you that you should totally just focus on competitive programming because in competitive programming you learn how to solve a problem and that's it. Until unless you actually go into the project part, you face a lot more challenges than the competitive programming. So it's also essential. So have a balance. And in fact, you just want to go for competitive programming just in the end days of um, your campus drives and stuff. So reserve like 6 months or something for competitive programming, and I think that's enough. And once you have a lot of project experience, I have realized that people actually grasp these competitive programming things very, very quickly if they have project experience, and that's what I've seen. Another OS like CentOS, real Reddit Enterprise Linux, but it has some licensing issues, so stay away from that. Okay, so why you left security domain? Uh, I actually got much Baiju sponsored Team India. Yeah, when you get a lot of money, okay, I'll put my thoughts into that, like personal thoughts, in a minute. But first, super chat from Amarjeet. He says, for monthly 2 million app user Firebase Cloud or AWS. If you have monthly 2 million app users, definitely go for AWS. Otherwise, it's going to cost a lot of bill. But by the way, congratulations if you have monthly 2 million app users. That is huge, my dear friend. That is huge. Like, You can even compete with something like Twitter or something, because 2 million active user monthly, that's huge. That is huge. Anyways, just definitely go for AWS for that. So yeah, as I was saying, when you get a lot of money like Byju's, instead of spending that money in education, like preparing more awesome courses and lowering down the cost of the courses because you have now money, they're investing all of this money in sponsoring the cricket team and hiring big celebrities to advertise that. I, of course, do agree. Advertisement is important, very important to run a successful business. But definitely, you can use a little bit of that money in lowering down the course prices and reach out to a wider audience and serve the people the actual reason why you started the entire thing. But I do agree, when investors come on board, they take your shares and you don't have much of the right to take decisions. Business is complicated. It's not easy. Uh, when you said something by Jews, I hear offensive. I don't know what that is. Do you have C++ course on for freelancers? Not as of now. Isn't Firebase free? Nothing is free, my dear friend. Nothing is free. Uh, you have to pay. Sorry, sir, for leave because of exams. I'll be there soon. No problem. Yes, exams first. So go for exams. No problem with that. Once you're done with that, let me know. Okay. So, yeah, as I was saying, that just leave that business part stuff for the Byju's. Love from Kerala. Thank you so much, Ashish, Ashik. I see a lot of your comments. Firebase looks free. A lot of things looks free, but it's not. Firebase is paid and is hell expensive. Yes, the beginner plan is just free, but you're gonna run through over the free plan very very quickly. So you need to understand the licensing part. Okay, so Anirudh says Samprit sir is best. Today's class was fire. Yes, Samprit sir is awesome. He is really awesome. We love him too. Okay, so love from Jaipur. Thank you so much, Abhinav Dadich. Love from Jaipur too. Love from Bangladesh. Hey Tesh, why super chat is disabled for me? Uh, I don't know. I haven't disabled it. Probably personal things. I haven't disabled it for anybody. Any plans to coming to Chennai? Not in August. I'm not traveling to anywhere in August because I want to stay here and I want to uh, do some stuff. Everyone is LCO team is awesome. Thank you, Jatin. Okay, which database should I prefer, Mongo or MySQL or Postgres? Depends on what you are doing. Analytic stuff, go for Mongo. Regular stuff, MySQL is still rocking. You are secret brand ambassador of Jaipur. Yes, of course. Brand ambassador. Okay, I'll tell you this openly here. I'm a brand ambassador of Jaipur, 100%. Brand ambassador of Ice Tea, 100%. And I do endorse programming like hell. Like everywhere I go, I try to make sure people know what programming is, what they can do, and how they can learn, or at least talk about some stuff. So these three things uh, I broadcast them openly on every single platform. So I do that. I do that a lot. Why most programmer give up in India? I don't know. Probably they haven't struggled much. So love you each and every one of you. Keep coding the hard way. Samprit sir is sending you a lot of love back. Yeah, he's one hardworking guy. Of course, he is. Okay, what laptop are you using? It's an HP laptop, and I'll make a review video on it very soon. So yeah. So you read my question but didn't give answer. Sorry about that. Okay, you can also follow me up on Instagram. If you haven't followed me up on Instagram, please go ahead and join me up there as well. It's Hitesh Chaudhary Official. Pretty easy to find out. Afik Jaya says, how to secure my app, the best secure way method. Security is not like one thing that you can integrate and you get secure. It's being done on every single phase of development. And after that, also, you have to continuously update the stuff. A lot of people believe that security is like, do this one method and you'll be secure for permanent. And that doesn't that doesn't exist. It's not a magic. It's a continuous phase of testing and thinking a lot. So I cannot tell you a secret magic that do this and your app is secure. No, it doesn't really exist. What programming language should I use for API? You can use anything. You can use Python, you can use JavaScript, Java, whatever you like. It's no restriction. APIs are handled in every single programming language. So, Java or Node for backend? Node is easier to implement. Java is a little bit tough for beginners. Okay. Which scaling unit is best for responsive website? Um, it's a tough question, but the RAMs are pretty good. And in fact, the reason why Bootstrap actually got shifted into the RAMs, that's the only one because it's a relative unit and you can just approach. But sometimes it can be nightmare if you just mess out the top level of that, and then the parents actually mess up. But RAMs are pretty good. And in combination of the RAMs, use like something Flexbox or something, then things are much better. Okay, there's a super chat from a developer mania. Oh, that's awesome. Developer mania. You are my favorite now. So why same thing every day? Any philosophy? Why same thing every day? What you want to ask? Like same color T-shirt? I guess that's your question. But apart from that, I don't understand why same thing every day. What's that? Any philosophy? Um, Philosophy is simple. Just I just like it. I just like it this way. Didn't consume much of my time. Easier to be focusing on. So yeah, it's a no such special thing about that. How to be updated with technology? There's a super easy method for that. You need to hit that subscribe button on my channel and you can be updated with a lot of technology. Go ahead, do that. Hit that subscribe button as well. uh, what is the future of software developer after 10 years of experience? I guess after 10 years of experience, you won't be writing much of the code. Rather, you'll be handling the projects and maintaining your team. That is kind of a thing you'll be doing. And that is important. That is also very, very important to guide your team properly, get them out of the trouble when they need, which technology to choose up, like GCP or AWS. These kinds of experience comes really, really handy and saves a lot of cost for company. Sir, how do you cope up with so many technology stack? You seem to have opinion on every stack. Yes, I do have opinion on every stack. I do work in a lot of them. Sometimes simultaneously, I work on multiple of them. So it's kind of a thing I do. I love it. Ajay Kumar Ram. Hey, dude. Hey, dude. How are you? Okay. Do you still write code for LCI? Yes, of course. Every single day. Every single day. Not even a single day goes without writing any code for LCO. Even if it's a course, competitive programming, designing the challenges, solutions. We do a lot of stuff. And of course, it's a teamwork. It's a teamwork. Everybody contributes in that. LCO is now no longer just a thing which I'm running like a one man army. I was doing that like almost a year ago, but now it's not. It's now a teamwork, and I want to use every single one of our team members so that they can also contribute and bring this entire platform onto the next level. So that's what we are doing. Okay, so what should be the future in microservices? Uh, I won't share that thought much here. Probably I'll make a video on that. Okay, so I guess that's it. It was good, nice meeting to you with nice audio and nice video this time. So hit that like button and make sure you hit that subscribe button. And in case you haven't joined me up on Instagram, you should definitely join me up on Instagram. It's a really cool platform and I'm super active there. So I share a lot of inside stuff about LCO, upcoming courses, designs, and a lot of tips and tricks. So join me up on Instagram, Hitesh Chaudhary Official, pretty easy to find. And that's it. That's it for this one. Keep on writing amazing code. And if you're building something amazing, make sure you share it with me on Instagram as well. And one more important thing, competitive programming, watch out the video on Monday. It's going to come up. And make sure you take participation in contributing something for community this time. That's it for this one. And thank you so much for joining in the live. In case you don't know, I try to come every single Saturday, 9 o'clock, ask your questions, and I'll be really super happy to answer them. That's it. Bye bye. Keep writing amazing code. And if you watch Kabaddi, do watch it. It's an awesome game.